I'm in my backyard in my home in Atenas, Costa Rica. Every morning when I get up and come out here with my coffee and look out on the mountains, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for all the people who make it possible for us to be here. Without you, your support, your prayers, your gifts, none of this would be possible. As 2013 is coming to a close, I look back on an amazing year, a challenging year. We've experienced a lot of different things this year, but overall it's been very, very good. We've completed another project just this week in Atenas, another church building. We have another project underway in the town of Gracia. We've continued to work with our partners in Arkansas to expand the work among the Quebecer, the indigenous Quebecer in the mountains above Turrialba. And we fully funded the food pantry in the town of Freilis. It hasn't been built yet, but it will be soon. Purchased a cement mixer, and we just ordered our van, which should be here before the end of the year. So it's been a big year. We also had our donor trip to Israel, which was tremendous. And on a personal note, my wife and I dropped our son off at college, and so our team here has gotten even smaller. All that to say thank you. We appreciate the fact that you keep us here. Now I want to talk about the ugly duckling. Who will love the ugly duckling? And I know that's an unconventional way to say it, but during our time here, well, since we started the Brook over 5 years ago, generous supporters have kept us in the ministry. And we have never had our regular donations actually meet our full need, but God has provided with irregular gifts all along the way. Now, I would prefer to have a big pot of money I could just draw from when I need it, but God doesn't want that for me. He wants my faith strong, believing Him every step of the way. And so we've always had this terrible chaos that has existed of really trusting God every step of the way and not having things that we could count on in our own strength. And I'm not complaining about that. That's just the way it is. But one of those ways that we've always made up the difference has been through the projects that have come along. They have always spurred our fundraising efforts and made it possible for people to get involved. And those are the beautiful ducklings. When people hear about, we're developing a women's training center for women that are coming out of prison, and they want to give to that, or we're building a youth center for teenagers to keep them off the street. They want to get behind that, or we're working with an orphanage down the street. Everybody loves orphans, and we'll get behind that. But we're entering a phase now where for the next few years, we'll continue to receive teams and do some projects like that, but the bulk of our effort is going to be working with an ugly duckling. And I describe it like that because if you remember the story, there was this one little duck that didn't seem to fit in with the other ducklings. He was ugly. Of course, we get to the end of the story, find out he wasn't a duck at all, he was a swan. And so I truly believe that this project we're going into is the swan that is to come. But there's no glamour to it, there's no appeal to it, and other people won't be able to participate in it quite like with a building project. We are going to be coaching 5 Costa Rican churches on how to send their first missionary. And we'll actually be helping to select those people, get them trained, mobilize them, help them with their fundraising, and then launching them out to the mission field. For years, missionaries have been coming to Costa Rica, and the need here is great, and we don't want to stop that. But the Great Commission applies to everyone. Every nation needs to be a receiving and a sending nation. And I believe that's true for our churches as well. So with our next phase of ministry, this ugly duckling is going to be quiet and behind the scenes. It's going to be a lot of meetings and coaching and praying and equipping. But at the end, I believe we'll have a swan. And so I'm making a big ask as we come to the end of the year. Maybe you're planning your year-end giving. I'm going to ask that you would be praying about being a part of our swan team or our ugly duckling team, however we want to call it, and using your year-end giving to put finances behind this project so that we can fund it, so we can always make up that difference that we lack every month. And I'm gonna put something on our donation page that'll allow you to select that. We're actually just going to call it our missions mobilization strategy, and you could select that to be a part of our team for that. But we're already underway. I've already been approached. Just last night even, a pastor came to me and he said, I have a brother in my church who speaks perfect Polish because he was married to a woman from Poland, and he wants to go there to evangelize. I mean, when I hear stories like that, I know we're going in the right direction, but we need your help. So I pray that you would talk to God about your year-end giving as we come to the end of 2013, and if you could be part of our SWAN team, our missions mobilization strategy, I would appreciate it very much. God bless you, and again, thank you for everything that you've done to keep us here.